And that is pretty much what I have. And we have Drew Murray here, who is our real estate attorney. So he is going to go over the process of buying a house from a legal standpoint. Thank you, Drew.
Like Diane said, my name is Drew Murray. I'm an attorney, licensed to practice law in New York and New Jersey. And the bulk of my practice is dedicated to real estate transactions. And it's a very, very, very nerve-wracking process. It's in your lifetime, it's most likely the biggest thing you'll ever buy and sell. And how does it work? Well, you find a great realtor like Diane, you find a house you like, and you sign a contract, and then it gets dropped into the void known as attorney review. The reason why we have attorney review is, again, it's the largest transaction in your life. You want to have at least 3 days to ponder it. Buyer's remorse, seller's remorse. They want you to be able to take a step back and take a breath and figure out if you've done the right thing. And during that time, the attorneys will modify the contract to make it suitable for you. That contract that you sign is prepared by the New Jersey Association of Realtors and is designed for every house in New Jersey. Every house in New Jersey is not the same. They're all different. So what we do, we take the contract, we go through it. There's some things that you need done that we incorporate. Try to give you a little extra time to do inspections, extra time to get your mortgage in order. Try to clarify if the property is part of an association, if there are any unknown environmental hazards, if there are any building permits outstanding. These are things that are not in the contract that you need to know, because once you buy that house, as is, seller gets his check, he's not going to want to know yet. So you get through attorney review, first hurdle overcome. Now, the big one. And in this market, as Diane will explain to you, the next biggest hurdle is the inspection process. For whatever reason, a lot of buyers see this as a second bite at the apple to sort of renegotiate the purchase price. Sometimes that's the seller is agreeable to that. Sometimes they take it personal. Just understand that, as I tell my clients, the house is 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. It's going to have some warts. Okay? The windows may be drafty. The doors may be squeaky. The molding may be chipped. Okay? If you wanted a new house, you should have bought a new house. You do the inspection for your information. The contract states if there are any repairs that you want done, you can ask for them. You are not entitled to them. Okay? You could ask for them, and the seller could say, yes, we'll make those repairs. No, we won't make those repairs. Or how about we don't make the repairs, but we give you some money off. But again, you have to lower your expectations on the inspection, because not every house is perfect. And in this market, a lot of the sellers have the house priced to sell already, meaning they owe $200,000 on the house. They're selling you the house for $220,000. After they pay the realtors, the attorneys, the transfer taxes, you're walking away with $100. There's nothing left to give you. We gave it all to you. We just want to get out. And it's a buyer's market, which means you're getting a good deal in the house the day you sign the contract. You start taking a second bite at the apple, you're going to risk losing it. Now, you may find something else, but just be aware. Third step, the mortgage. Now, I'm not a mortgage broker, but there's two essential parts to obtaining a mortgage agreement. A, you're financially able to pay for the house, and B, the house appraises for what you contracted for. If you can satisfy those two things, the banks will typically issue a commitment. After that commitment is issued, you're pretty much you're done. It's just at that point waiting for the closing. What you're not aware of is that in that time frame, we're doing title searches. And title searches review the legal aspect of that piece of real property. We go back in time 10, 20, 30, 40 years to find out who the previous owners are there any outstanding judgments against those owners, are there any outstanding judgments from old mortgage holders, old construction companies, any outstanding permits, any environmental issues, any easements across the property, whether there's a highway that's planned that's going through your living room. These are things you need to know that are not readily available to you when you drive by the house and you look at it. And assuming, and whenever you get a title report back, there are issues that have to be resolved. And that's what the attorneys take care of. You have to pay off all mortgages. In New Jersey, if you own real estate and you have a judgment against you, that judgment attaches to your real property. So we have to obtain payoff statements for any outstanding judgments, and those things get resolved at closing. And at closing, you're almost done. Well, as a buyer, you are done. You get the key, you hand over your check, you get the keys to the house, you walk out and you move in. As far as the attorneys are concerned, we're almost there. We get the deed. The original deed we retain, it gets sent to the county for recording. After it's recorded, we get it back, take a copy of it, and mail it to you. And there are typically some post-closing issues. There may be outstanding water and sewer charges. There may be other issues with outstanding mortgages. These are things that can get resolved. But that's pretty much the process of buying and selling a house in New Jersey.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Drew. And I had found a quote that I would love to share with you because I just thought it was the best quote and very, very relevant to the seminar today. And it's by a gentleman named Baron Rothchild. He was an investment guy way back when the Panic of 1873 hit. What caused the Panic of 1873 was the bankruptcy of the Philadelphia banking firm, the crash of the Vienna Stock Exchange in Austria, Black Friday Panic of 1869, the Chicago Fire of 1871, the outbreak of equine influenza in 1872, and the demonetization of silver in 1873. So, to put it in perspective, things are bad right now. But it's been bad before, and we pulled out of it. So one of his investors came to him and asked him what he should do. And he said, buy. And his investor said, there's blood running in the streets. And he said, this is his quote, buy when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. And I will leave you with that quote on when the best time to invest is. Thank you very much for coming.